was kind of excited to go into this, but I gotta be honest, I'm still really fatigued from this fucking topic.
What are we getting pulled back in, like Godfather 3? What is this?
We're getting pulled back into
Jesus Christ.
retro VGS Coleco Chameleon nonsense, because I kind of was hoping he wouldn't.
I thought it was over.
But Mike Kennedy decided to come out and try to fucking clear his good name. Yeah, I need to defend my name. On our favorite forum.
Your favorite forum.
My favorite forum. You don't like them?
Well,
are you going to tell them that?
No. The AtariAge is my favorite forum officially.
Oh. Well, I actually like AtariAge, whereas you're being sarcastic.
No, I'm not being
sarcastic.
No, I'm not. Don't start a whole new thread about me on my favorite website, Nintendo Age.
I won't put words in your mouth.
No, please don't.
Anyway. I love AtariAge. And so Mike Kennedy decided to post a response to the past couple months worth of bullshit with the Coleco Chameleon. And once again, Mike Kennedy throws the hardware guy under the bus. Now, it sounds like the hardware guy definitely has a past.
Is this the mysterious Mr. Lee?
This is the mysterious Mr. Lee. And his name, according to Mike, was
Sean Robinson.
Sean Lee Robinson, all capital letters. And in it, Mike makes himself sound like a fucking fool. A hapless fucking who just bumbles through everything that's going on. So he let's just cover some of the key points. He talks about the prototype at the toy fair and about how someone had talked him into hooking up with this guy and making these prototypes. And Mike just wrote check after check after check.
Was it $7,000 worth of checks to this Mr. Robinson?
I think it might have even been more. And received the original prototype that we talked about, the SNES in a Jag shell.
The SNES Mini, the infamous with the tape back.
Mike knew nothing about it. I mean, he's so helpless. So, even states that sitting in his hotel room the first night of the toy fair, he looks at it and goes, do I open this up and look in it, or do I just keep going? And he just kept going, because when your reputation's on the line
and a business venture
venture's on the line, you just take what obviously looks like a fucking lie and go, I'm going to tell myself this is fairy dust and magic beans, and I'm going to keep on going. Same basic story happened with the second prototype with the DVR card, where Mr. Lee told him that there were more chips and things going, more chips and stuff going. Pat, just talk about this. I can't do it. I don't care anymore.
There's no good outcome for this for Mr. Kennedy at this point. He's either a fraudster that's dumb, or he's a businessman that's extremely dumb. It's either one or the other. There's no way coming out of this that he looks good.
No.
Even if he's telling the truth, which I don't know if he is. I have no way to verify.
I honestly think he looks worse coming out of this, because by saying that he spent thousands of dollars on a guy that he never looked into.
Here's the thing about the Sean Robinson character here, that he's known in the community.
Yeah.
I've gotten word on the
AtariAge forum.
He's known as a guy that's been deceptive and may have maybe allegedly conned people out of money in deals, whether it's trades or promising hardware.
People we know in the scene in various other states are aware of him.
I've gotten texts from someone in the Portland area that's confirmed this, and that like he might have moved out of the Northwest and got run out of town, and then moved to California and done this. So this is what Mike is saying, that he hired a guy after getting rid of 3 other hardware guys, after snubbing Kev Triss, who's actually a real hardware guy that could have helped him with this project, hires a guy that in the community is known to be at least troublesome, does no research on the background of this character, does not look into maybe did this guy have any successful hardware ventures in the past, and then just writing checks out for prototypes that he doesn't even then check on before putting his reputation on the line publicly for all to see at a professional trade show, first of all, and then second of all, online, and then basically burying his own reputation in the process. Willy-nilly.
I like how Mr. Lee instructed Kennedy not to take any shots of the back of the system during the toy fair. Shouldn't that be your immediate red flag? At that point, I'd be like, I need to tear this open and look into this before I take it and put my reputation on the line at the biggest toy convention in the U.S. if to the world. I think there's one bigger one.
See,
either way, idiotic.
I don't know if believing Mike Kennedy helps him. I think it makes him look worse.
That's what I said. It makes him look like a buffoon.
This is a guy that originally with the Retro VGS wanted close to $2 million of money to fund this new business. It wasn't just the console; it was the whole Retro VGS business.
Where did he go? If I can't fucking do this anymore. If he is as not knowledgeable as he comes across in this post, where did you come up with this magic $1 million figure?
Well,
you don't know what you're talking about.
I think the more Mike Kennedy, the more you look at him, I think he's Biff Tannen. Your greed overpowers your rationale, your foresight, and most importantly, your judgment. For cases like this, or then pressing and doubling down. Remember, Brian with the Jaguar with that video. So I don't even think I don't know if I want to believe him or not. I don't know what makes him look better or worse.
I don't know how much of this is believable. I don't think a lot of this is believable.
Some people are saying a lot of this is not believable. Some people are saying it is believable. I'm not sure if Mike came up with this name because he knew it was a bad name and has thrown this guy under the bus without his knowledge. I have no idea. All I know is this is just another bizarre chapter in this story.
And then to try to appeal back to people's good graces in the last paragraph.
Oh, no, he's still...
And I want to thank those on AtariAge and other public forums for opening my eyes to the easiness of all this happening right under my eyes. No one should have had to have opened your fucking eyes.
No, because this is where I don't believe him. Yeah. Because it's not like the back. If Mr. Lee told him not to take pictures of the back, he did it anyway, and no red flags went off. That's like a red flag the size of Miami.
And Mr. Lee wasn't in charge of ripping photos down moments after they were posted and just dissected on places like AtariAge and on the podcast.
Absolutely. Yes. So then Mike's following the saga, realizing he's getting fucked, and still doubles down after the Toy Fair prototype. So this is where can you be both stupid and deceptive at that point? I think it's more than erring on the side of deception. Because why would you be that willfully ignorant after the second prototype, the second fake prototype?
You took the word right out of my mouth. That's what bothers me so much about the story about sitting in the hotel room. You chose willful ignorance over actually knowing what the fuck you were spending money on and what you were trying to sell to people.
Yes. And putting your reputation on the line.
That's a fucking cock move.
So...
Gutless.
I don't. Well, no, it showed guts because now his reputation's ruined because he put his reputation on the line.
It's also gutless to not get the own.
Well, yes,
about your product.
This is a month after that fucking prototype, the capture card prototype. Oh, this is a full month. He should have came out the next day. If this was if he wanted to be seen as being truthful about it. Now I don't fucking know. I personally don't care.
No. And
I mean that's what it comes down to at this point. I mean, I don't know how much more we can say about
None. I'm done.
Are you done?
No, I really have nothing more to say. I'm so tired of this fucking topic. I'm tired of him talking and pretending like he's just this guy who's been taken for a ride. I can only believe that so many times.
And then there's him talking to the Riverside County Assistant District Attorney
Good.
about getting his money back.
Great, get your money back. You're not going to get your reputation back.
Mike, do something else. Not in the hobby. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you whittle wood sticks on the porch. Please stay out of the retro gaming hobby.